Welcome to the CareClinic Pod. I'm Emma, and this is Jones.
Okay, get this. When you lose weight, you actually breathe out most of the fat.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Like your body's this little chimney.
It is a pretty fascinating process, and understanding how our bodies use and store energy. It's really key to feeling good.
Absolutely. And that's what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
Practical tips to boost your energy levels. So get comfortable and let's get started. And by the way, if you want to track your progress as you learn,
Yes.
check out the CareClinic app. It's really helpful.
So first, let's talk about this whole ATP thing.
ATP.
Yeah, it's like a tiny battery pack for every cell in your body.
Oh.
It powers everything you do, breathing, thinking, moving,
Oh.
even sleeping. And get this, every single cell is constantly using and recharging these ATP batteries every second.
That's incredible. But where does all that energy come from in the first place?
That's a great question. It all starts with your body's energy storage system. You
Okay.
can think of it like a computer with different levels of storage, some for quick access and some for the long term.
Gotcha. So what are the different energy storage levels in our bodies?
Well, you have four main batteries, so to speak. The first one,
Okay.
phosphocreatine.
Hmm.
It's like a quick burst of energy that lasts a few seconds.
Oh, like for sprinting or something.
Exactly, like sprinting to catch the bus or lifting something heavy. Then there's glycogen, which is your short-term reserve. It's mostly stored carbs, and it can power you for about a day.
So that's what gets us through the day.
Yeah, it helps you get through those busy days or moderate workouts.
Interesting. So what powers us for like longer periods?
That's where fat comes in.
Yeah.
It's your long-term energy reserve. Think marathons or even just getting through a day when you haven't eaten enough.
Gotcha. So it's like a backup generator.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
said we have four batteries. What's the fourth?
Oh, right. The fourth one.
Yeah.
You said it was lean body mass.
Yes. Mainly your muscles, and it's kind of like your emergency reserve. It's only used when the other sources are depleted.
So not ideal then.
Not really, no. It means your body is breaking down muscle for fuel.
Okay. So we've got the energy storage down. Now, how do we fill up those batteries?
Well, it's pretty straightforward. The energy you get comes from the food you eat.
So like the calories on food labels.
Those calories represent the potential energy in the food, and you primarily get energy from the big three proteins, fats, and carbohydrates.
Right. The macros.
Exactly.
So does that mean all calories are created equal?
That's a good question. And the answer is
Okay.
not really.
Why?
While a calorie is a unit of energy,
Right.
where that energy comes from matters a lot.
Okay.
Nutrient-dense foods like fruits, veggies, and whole grains give you more than just calories. They come packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which helps your energy level.
So a balanced diet is key.
Definitely.
But what about exercise? I feel like a lot of people think that's the main way to burn calories.
That's actually a really common misconception. While exercise is super important for your overall health, it's not the biggest calorie burner.
Really?
Yeah, your BMR or base metabolic rate burns most of the calories you use daily.
BMR? What was that?
It's basically the energy your body uses just to function, breathing, blood flow, thinking, all that.
Huh. I never thought of it like that.
And your BMR burns more calories than a 30-minute workout.
Wow. Okay, so if we're not burning most of our calories through exercise, how do we create that calorie deficit for weight loss?
Good question. Creating a calorie deficit basically means burning more calories than you're taking in.
Mm-hmm.
It's a combination of diet and exercise, but the key is to go slowly.
Okay.
Aim for about 1 pound of weight loss per week. It's more sustainable and helps you avoid stressing your body.
Makes sense. So slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly. And I bet the CareClinic app would be super helpful for tracking all this.
Oh, for sure. It can help you make informed choices.
Yeah, speaking of smart choices, did you know there are ways to actually optimize these energy processes we've been talking about?
Really? Like what?
It's called biohacking.
Biohacking.
Yeah, and it's all about getting your body to perform at its best.
Okay.
It can be as simple as adding a coenzyme Q10 supplement.
CoQ10, what does that do again?
It's vital for the electron transport chain, which produces most of your ATP.
Oh, right. The energy batteries.
Exactly. So supplementing with CoQ10 is like giving your cells a boost.
That's pretty cool. Are there other biohacking techniques we can try?
Absolutely. Intermittent fasting is another one.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
It's a simple way to regulate your energy and manage weight.
So you cycle between eating and fasting.
Yeah. And that can improve your body's insulin sensitivity and help you burn fat for fuel.
Wow. So many options. But biohacking is about finding what works best for you.
Exactly. Slowly pay attention to your body and see what feels right.
Okay. And the CareClinic app can help with tracking all that.
For sure.
So we've covered how our bodies store energy, the importance of food, and even some biohacking tricks. But how does all this relate to different types of activities we do?
That's where your different energy systems come in.
Oh, okay.
You have three main bioenergetic systems: the phosphocreatine system, the anaerobic glycolytic system, and the aerobic oxidative system.
Those are some big words.
I know, but each one powers specific types of activities.
Okay, so break it down for me, which system for which activities.
All right, let's start with the phosphocreatine system. That's your short burst powerhouse. It provides energy for a few seconds, like lifting weights or sprinting.
So that's why we can only sprint for short distance.
Yeah, you're using up those phosphocreatine stores really quickly.
Gotcha. What about those intense activities that last a few minutes?
That would be your anaerobic glycolytic system.
Okay.
It uses glucose but doesn't need oxygen, but it's not as efficient and can lead to lactic acid buildup.
Ah, the burn.
Exactly. Now, for the longer activities, you have the aerobic oxidative system.
Okay.
It's the long haul system that uses oxygen to break down carbs, fats, and even protein for sustained energy. Think long runs or bike rides.
So it sounds like all these systems work together,
Yes, they do.
but one takes the lead depending on what we're doing.
It's a really well coordinated system.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, we've covered a lot today, how our bodies store and use energy, the role of food, and even biohacking techniques.
Yeah.
But what about other lifestyle factors? That can affect our energy levels.
You're right. Our lifestyle plays a huge role in our energy levels. Chronic stress, for example, can drain you.
Oh yeah, stress is the worst.
When you're stressed, your body pumps out hormones like cortisol that mess with your sleep and can lead to fatigue.
So true. When I'm stressed, I have no energy.
That's because stress puts your body in fight or flight mode, so it's important to find healthy ways to manage that stress.
For sure. What about sleep, though? I know I feel better after a good night's sleep.
Sleep is super important for recharging your batteries. When you sleep, your body repairs tissues and releases hormones that regulate growth and appetite, all essential stuff.
So how much sleep should we be getting?
Most adults need around 7 to 9 hours
Okay.
of quality sleep every night.
Quality sleep.
Right. It's not just about the quantity, but the quality, too. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet.
Right.
And avoid screens before bed.
Good sleep hygiene.
Yeah.
Got anything else?
Hydration is huge.
Yeah.
Water is essential for every bodily function. Even mild dehydration can make you tired.
Oh, yeah. I forget to drink water sometimes.
Aim to drink about half your body weight in ounces of water each day.
Wow, that's a lot.
And listen to your body. If you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated.
Okay, good advice.
Mhm.
This has been a really insightful look into our body's energy systems.
Yeah, and we've only just scratched the surface.
There's more.
Always. We'll continue our energy exploration in the next part of this episode.
Awesome. Can't wait until then. Be sure to check out the CareClinic app.
Yes.
It's a great way to track your progress as you put these tips to work.
Definitely. And remember, stay hydrated.
You got it.
Welcome back. Last time we were talking about those energy systems in your body.
Yeah, those are pretty amazing.
Right. We talked about how each system has a specialty,
Yeah.
whether it's quick bursts or longer hauls.
Right. So how do we make sure those systems are running at their best?
Let's start with the phosphocreatine system. That's the one for those sudden bursts of power. Think weightlifting or sprinting to catch the train.
Oh, okay.
It all comes down to your phosphocreatine stores.
So should I be like drinking some special phosphocreatine smoothie or something?
Uh-huh. I wish it were that easy, but actually creatine supplements are a really good way to boost those stores.
Oh, creatine.
Yeah.
Isn't that for weightlifters?
That's right. By supplementing with creatine, you're giving your muscles what they need to quickly make more ATP. Remember those energy powerhouses we talked about?
Yeah.
It's like giving your quick charge battery a bigger power source.
Okay, interesting. So creatine can help with those short bursts.
Yeah.
What about that other system? The one that kicks in for intense activities that last a few minutes?
That's your anaerobic glycolytic system.
Yeah, that one.
And for that one high intensity interval training, or HIIT, is really effective.
HIT? Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
You're pushing your body to its limits in short bursts, and that trains your anaerobic system to be more efficient.
Okay.
It can be tough, but the payoff is big. You'll burn more calories even after your workout's done.
Nice. So what about our endurance system, the aerobic oxidative system?
For that one, you want to focus on endurance activities like running, swimming, or cycling.
All right.
They train your body to use oxygen better, so your heart and lungs get stronger, and you increase your stamina.
Okay, let me get this straight. Creatine for short bursts, HIIT for a few minutes of intense activity and endurance training for the long haul. Did I get it?
You got it. But remember, all these systems are connected training. One can actually benefit the others.
Oh, cool.
It's like cross-training for your energy systems.
So finding the right balance is key.
Exactly. And speaking of balance, we can't forget about nutrition. It plays a huge role in optimizing those energy systems.
Right. We talked about how the energy we get comes from food, but are there specific things we should be eating to support each energy system?
Definitely just like choosing the right workout, you need to choose the right fuel.
Okay.
For the phosphocreatine system, which relies heavily on muscles, you need enough protein.
Right. Protein builds muscle.
Exactly. Now, the anaerobic glycolytic system runs on glucose, so you need to be eating enough carbohydrates, especially if you're doing high-intensity workouts.
So carbs aren't bad.
Not at all. It's about choosing the right carbs. Focus on complex carbs like those in whole grains, fruits, and veggies. They give you longer-lasting energy.
Okay. And what about simple carbs?
Simple carbs like those in sugary drinks, they burn fast and can lead to energy crashes.
Gotcha. What about the aerobic oxidative system? What fuels that one?
Healthy fats are key for endurance. They give you a concentrated source of energy and help your body burn fat during those longer activities.
Okay. So protein for muscle, healthy carbs for high intensity, and good fats for endurance. I think I'm getting it.
You got it. And don't forget about those micronutrients.
Oh, right.
Vitamins and minerals, they're super important for energy too.
Okay, so we've got the training and the nutrition down. Are there any other things that might be draining our energy without us even realizing it?
You know, it's funny you should say that because there are definitely some sneaky energy drainers out there.
Oh no, like what?
Well, for example, certain medications can make you feel wiped out.
Really?
Yeah, it's more common than you think.
Mm.
Some medications can actually mess with your body's energy production.
Wow.
So if you're feeling extra tired and you're on medication, talk to your doctor. It could be a factor.
Okay, good to know. Anything else?
Another one is chronic inflammation. It's like a low-grade fire burning inside you, and it just sucks the energy right out of you.
Inflammation, that sounds serious.
It can be, but there are things you can do to reduce it.
Like what?
A diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods is a great place to start.
Oh, like what kinds of foods?
Things like fatty fish, leafy greens, berries, nuts.
Okay,
They're full of antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, which help fight inflammation.
so those are good, and what should we avoid?
Processed foods, sugary drinks, and too much alcohol can make inflammation worse.
Okay, so a healthy diet is key. What else?
Regular exercise can help too. Even moderate activity can make a difference.
Okay, so we've got medications and inflammation. Are there any other secret energy zappers out there?
There's one more you might not expect: gut health.
Gut health, really?
Yeah, your gut microbiome, all those bacteria living in your digestive tract play a big role in your energy levels.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah.
So how do we keep those bacteria happy?
Fiber is key. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes. They're all good sources of prebiotics, which feed the good bacteria in your gut.
So fiber is good for more than just, keeping things regular.
Haha, exactly. And then there are probiotics.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
You can find them in fermented foods like yogurt and sauerkraut, and they actually add beneficial bacteria to your gut.
Okay, so a healthy gut microbiome equals more energy. It's been so eye-opening.
You've covered a lot.
We have.
But there's one more thing I want to talk about before we wrap up this energy deep dive.
Wait a minute, we don't call it a deep dive, remember? This is the CareClinic Podcast.
Right, of course. Before we wrap up this episode, I want to talk about the mind-body connection.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs can have a big impact on your energy levels.
Yeah, for sure. When I'm stressed, I have no energy.
That's because stress releases hormones that can drain your energy reserves. But positive emotions can actually boost your energy.
So it's not just what we eat and how we move, but also how we think and feel.
Exactly. A positive mindset and managing stress can make a huge difference.
Wow, mind over matter. I love it. But how do we actually put this into practice?
Mindfulness practices like meditation and yoga are a good place to start.
Okay.
They help calm your mind, reduce stress, and just make you feel better overall.
I've been meaning to try meditation. I've heard good things.
It's a powerful tool for self-awareness and stress management. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference.
Okay, I'll add that to my list. What else can we do?
Spending time in nature, getting creative, nurturing meaningful relationships, those are all great ways to boost your mood and energy.
So finding things that bring you joy.
Exactly. And don't forget about self-care. Taking time for yourself is essential.
Self-care is important.
Okay.
We've covered so much optimizing our energy systems through training and nutrition. Those sneaky energy drainers like medications, inflammation, and gut health. And now the mind-body connection. Is there anything else?
Well, before we wrap up this episode, I want to introduce you to one more fascinating concept: mitochondrial flashes.
Mitochondrial flashes, what are those?
Imagine tiny bursts of activity happening inside your mitochondria. You know those little powerhouses that produce ATP?
Yeah.
It's like tiny fireworks going off in your cells.
Wow.
They actually help regulate ATP production. It's like a tiny circuit breaker, preventing overload and ensuring smooth energy flow.
That is amazing. Our bodies are so cool.
It really is mind-blowing how everything works together.
Okay, so we've explored how our bodies use and store energy.
Yeah.
We've learned how to optimize those systems. We've tackled those sneaky energy drainers, and we've even discovered the power of the mind-body connection and now these mitochondrial flashes.
We've covered a lot, but we've got one more part to this episode where we'll talk about some practical strategies to maximize your energy throughout your day.
I'm already feeling energized. Don't forget to download the CareClinic app, listeners. It's a great tool to track your progress and stay motivated as you put all this into action. We'll be back soon with more energy-boosting tips. Welcome back to the CareClinic podcast. We've talked about how our bodies store and use energy. We've optimized our energy systems, and we've tackled those sneaky energy drainers. Now let's put it all together and figure out how to maximize our energy all day long.
Absolutely. One of the best ways to start is with a consistent sleep schedule.
I'm all for good sleep, but being consistent is tough.
I know it can be, but trust me, it's worth it. Our bodies love routine, and that includes sleep cycle. Try going to bed and waking up around the same time every day, even on weekends.
So even on weekends.
Yeah, it helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle so you'll sleep better and have more energy.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about mornings? How do we jumpstart our energy first thing?
One of the best things you can do is expose yourself to natural light as soon as you wake up.
Oh, like sunshine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sunlight helps suppress melatonin, which makes you sleepy, and it boosts serotonin, which improves mood and energy.
Okay, so open the blinds or step outside for a few minutes.
Exactly.
Easy enough. But what about that mid-afternoon slump? When you just want to take a nap?
I know what you mean. Instead of reaching for coffee or a sugary snack, try a quick walk or some stretching.
Oh, okay.
Movement gets your blood flowing and helps fight fatigue.
I definitely reach for the sugary snacks sometimes, and I always regret it.
It happens, but speaking of snacks, are there any specific foods that can give us an energy boost?
Tell me everything.
Look for snacks that combine complex carbs with protein or healthy fats,
Okay.
like Greek yogurt with berries, a handful of almonds, or even a hard-boiled egg.
Those sound pretty good.
They give you a steady stream of energy without the sugar crash.
Nice. What about those times when you need an immediate energy boost, like before a workout?
A little bit of caffeine can help. Green tea is a good option. It's gentler than coffee and has lots of antioxidants.
I do love green tea, but too much caffeine makes me jittery.
You definitely want to pay attention to how your body reacts and find what works for you. And of course, don't forget to stay hydrated.
Right. Water is so important. But what about those days when you're just drained no matter what you do?
That's a good question. One thing people don't always think about is their environment. Clutter can really drain your energy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Taking a few minutes to tidy up can make a big difference.
I'll have to try that. Are there any other environmental factors?
Plants. Being around plants can reduce stress and boost your mood.
I love plants.
Add some to your home or office. It's like bringing nature inside.
What about the people we spend time with?
That's a big one. Surrounding yourself with positive people can be so energizing.
That makes sense.
Negative relationships can really drain you, so make an effort to spend time with people who lift you up.
So true. Okay, we've covered a lot today. Getting enough sleep, starting the day with sunshine, moving more, choosing the right snacks, staying hydrated, and even decluttering and surrounding ourselves with positive people.
It's amazing how many things can impact our energy levels.
It really is. And listeners, don't forget, the CareClinic app can help you track all of this and stay motivated.
It's like having an energy coach right in your pocket.
Well, this has been an incredible energy journey. Thanks for sharing all of these amazing insights.
My pleasure. Remember, you have the power to unlock your full energy potential.
I love that. Thanks for joining us on the CareClinic podcast, everyone. We'll see you next time.